Hi students, today we are going to study the practice set 2.1 which is depend upon the introduction, that is definition of the quadratic equation, standard form of the quadratic equation and roots or solution of the quadratic equation. On these three things the practice set 2.1 is depend. Here we have first question, that is write any two quadratic equations. Write any two quadratic equation. As we know that there is one variable and the degree of the equation is 2, simply we can write the two examples of quadratic equations. This is open end question. This is open end question means a question having lot of answers. Everyone's answer may be different. So here we are writing two quadratic equations. We will write the first equation, that is x square plus 5 equal to 0, and we will write the second equation, that is y square plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. Here we have two quadratic equations. See, this first equation only one variable is there, that is x and degree is 2. In the second equation only one variable is there, that is y and the degree is 2. Now we have second question, decide which of the following are quadratic equations, and we have first equation which we have to decide whether it is a quadratic equation or not. So we will write that question here. We are writing the answer of that question, x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. As we have to decide whether it is a quadratic equation or not, we must know when an equation is a quadratic equation. We know the definition. If one variable is there and the degree of the quadratic equation, the degree of the equation is 2 or degree of the variable is 2, then it is quadratic equation. So here first of all see whether the given equation is in the standard form or not. If it is not in the standard form, then we have to write it into the standard form, and then we have to decide whether it is quadratic equation or not. Now here we have only one variable, that is x and degree 2, so it is quadratic equation. So you can write your answer. Equation has one variable, given equation has one variable and degree 2, therefore it is quadratic equation. Now see the second equation, that is y square is equal to 5y minus 10. Y square is equal to 5 minus 10. Now this equation is not in the standard form. This equation is not in the standard form, so we will write it into the standard form first. So we have to write the term having maximum index, then less than previous term, then less than previous term. Like that we have to arrange all the terms. So we will transfer this 5y to the left side, it will become minus 5y. We will transfer this minus 10 to the left side, it will become 10 plus 10 and it is equal to 0. Now anyone can say that it has one variable and degree is 2, so it is quadratic equation. So we will write our answer here. Given equation has one variable and degree 2, therefore it is quadratic equation. Therefore it is quadratic equation. Now see the third question, y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. We have third question, that is y square plus 1 upon y, it is equal to 2, and we have to decide whether it is quadratic equation or not. So y square plus 1 upon y, it is equal to 2. Since the variable is there in the denominator, generally in the simultaneous equation or into the quadratic equation variable is not there into the denominator. So how we can remove it, that we have to think first. It is there in the denominator, so you can multiply this term by y, then y gets eliminated, and there is no variable into the denominator, but we cannot multiply only this term by y. So you have to multiply each and every term by y. So we write here multiply each term, multiply each term by y. So we get y square into y, that is y cube, plus 1 upon y multiplied by y, that is y gets cancelled, so we have only 1 there. It is equal to 2 multiplied by y, that is 2y. Now transfer this term to the left hand side, you will get y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. We have only one variable in the given equation, but degree is not 2. Therefore, it is not quadratic equation. Given equation has one variable, but the degree is not 2. But the degree is not 2. Therefore, it is not quadratic equation. It is not quadratic equation. See the question carefully. Here we have question decide, means if we not write answer in details and just you write it is not quadratic equation or it is quadratic equation, then you will get marks there. But when in the question it is given that state which of the following are quadratic equation, at that time we have to write explanations also, because we have to state whether it is quadratic equation or not with the reason. So remember that thing also. Now we have fourth example, that is x plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 2. X plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 2, that is the given equation, and we have to determine whether it is quadratic equation or not. Now in the previous example there is the variable into the denominator and our answer is it is not quadratic equation. Here also we have variable into the denominator, so maybe lot of students thinking that there is variable into the denominator means it is not quadratic equation, but we cannot write like that by the observation only whether it is quadratic equation or not. We have to simplify it. Simplification is very important. So we will simplify this. Here x is there in the denominator, so for removing this x we will multiply each and every term by x, and then after writing into the standard form we will decide whether it is quadratic equation or not. So multiply each term by x, multiply each term by x, x multiplied by x, that is x square, plus 1 upon x multiplied by x, that is 1 only, is equal to minus 2 multiplied by x is minus 2x. Transfer this minus 2x to the left side, you will get x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, which is quadratic equation. Why? Because we have one variable and degree 2. Given equation has one variable and degree 2 and degree 2, therefore it is quadratic equation. Therefore it is quadratic equation. And next question, that is question number 5, example number 5. M plus 2 into m minus 5, that is equal to 0, and we have to decide whether the given equation is a quadratic equation or not. See the equation. Into the first bracket we have m plus 2, into the second bracket we have m minus 5, that is equals to 0. So again we have to simplify first, otherwise some students thinking only one variable is there but degree is not 2. After simplification you have to decide whether the degree of the equation is 2 or not. We can simplify this, we have to take multiplication of these two brackets. So we will multiply, we will take multiplication of both the brackets we have to multiply this bracket m minus 5 by m. So, we write m into m minus 5 plus 2 multiplied by m minus 5, that is equals to 0. Now, m into m is m square minus m into 5 is 5m plus 2 into m is 2m plus into minus 2 5s are 10, that is equal to 0, and these two are the similar terms. So, we can add or subtract according to rule. We have to subtract, signs are different, so we have to take subtraction. This m square as it is, bigger number is minus 5, so we will write minus sign there, and 5m minus 2m is 3m, minus 10 is equal to 0. And now we can write that given equation is quadratic equation. Why? Because we have one variable and degree 2. Given equation has one variable and degree 2, therefore it is quadratic equation. Therefore it is quadratic equation. And then we have last example, this example number 6, m cube plus 3m square minus 2, it is equal to 3m cube. It's m cube plus 3m square minus 2 is equal to 3m cube. Now, we will transfer all these three terms to the right side, because this is the biggest term in all the terms. So, we will write all these terms to the right hand side, or you can transfer this only term to the left side also. So, here we will transfer these three terms to the right side. So, equation will become 3m cube minus m cube minus 3m square plus 2, that is equal to 0. Now, these two are the similar terms. So, we can subtract them, that is 3m cube minus m cube, it is 2m cube minus 3m square plus 2 is equal to 0. Here we have only one variable, but degree is not 2. So, it is not quadratic equation. So, here you can write given equation has one variable, given equation has one variable, but degree is not 2, but degree is not 2, therefore it is not quadratic equation. Therefore it is not quadratic equation. So, here we complete the second question. Now, we will take the third question from the practice set 2.1. See, all these questions are based upon the three concepts, that is definition, standard form and root or solution of the quadratic equation. Here we have third question, write the following equations in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then write the values of a, b, c for each equation. Write the following equations. Write the following equations or following quadratic equations in the standard form. Write the following quadratic equations in the standard form, and then write the values of a, b and c. And write the values of a, b, c. See, we have 6 questions in all. We will write all the questions here, and then we will write one by one the answer. This is first question. Is 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. Second question, This is x minus 1 bracket square, that is equal to 2x plus 3. Third question, x square plus 5x, it is equal to minus 3 into bracket 3 minus x. Fourth example, 3m square is equal to 2m square minus 9. And the fifth example is p into bracket 3 plus 6p, that is equals to minus 5. And the sixth one is last question, last example, x square minus 9 is equal to 13. We have given the 6 examples and we have to write the given equation, quadratic equation, into the standard form, and then we have to write the values of a, b, c comparing with the standard form. So here we have first equation, that is 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. So we will transfer this quadratic term to the left side, we will transfer this constant term to the left side, and then we will get the given equation into the standard form. This minus y square is transferred to the left side, it will become plus y square. No need to write the sign because that is the first term. Then this 2y remains as it is, that is positive 2y, and this 10 is transferred to the left side, so it will become minus 10, which is equal to 0. Now the equation is written into the standard form and we have to find the values of a, b and c. So comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The value of a is square term, coefficient of square term. Here we have nothing is there, means 1 is there. So a is equal to 1. This is coefficient of linear term, that is b, and here we have 2, that is positive 2. So b is equal to 2, and the constant term, that is minus 10. So we have c is equal to minus 10. That is the answer of the first question. See the question, we have to write the given equation into the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then we have to get the values of a, b and c. Now we will write the second example, x minus 1 whole square, that is equal to 2x plus 3. X minus 1 bracket square, that is equal to 2x plus 3. So first of all we will simplify this bracket. We will take square expansion here, and then transferring these two terms to the left side, we will write the given equation into the standard form. So this square expansion, how you can write the square expansion, that is x square minus 2x plus 1, that is equal to 2x plus 3. Now transfer these two terms to the left side, we will get x square minus 2x plus 1, this plus 2x transfer to the left side, that will become minus 2x plus 3 transfer, that will become minus 3, which is equal to 0. Now take the addition or subtraction of the similar terms. These two are the similar terms and these two are also similar terms. Now here x square remains as it is, minus 2x, that will become minus 4x, not plus 4x. Both the terms having same sign, so we have to take addition and we have to give the sign of both the numbers to the addition, that is negative. So 2x and 2x, that is 4x, negative 4x, this minus 3 plus 1, signs are different, so we have to take subtraction and it is minus 2, which is equal to 0. And now we have to write the values of a, b and c comparing this equation with the standard form. So we will write here comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 2. We have third question, that is x square plus 5x is equal to minus 3 into bracket 3 minus x. This is third question, x square plus 5x, it is equal to minus 3 into bracket 3 minus x. X square plus 5x remains as it is, minus into plus minus, 3 into 3 9, minus into minus plus, 3 into x is 3x. Transfer these two terms to the left side, you will get x square plus 5x plus 9 minus 3x is equal to 0. Minus 9 transfer, that will become plus 9, plus 3x transfer, that will become minus 3x. Now this square term is alone there, so we will write x square only. These two are the similar terms, positive 5x and negative 3x, and the calculation is positive 2x. This plus 9 remains as it is, which is equal to 0. And comparing with ax square plus bx plus c, before comparison it should be into the standard form. That is very important thing. The given equation should be into the standard form. We have quadratic term first, then linear term, and then constant term, and equal to 0. And now comparing this equation with the standard form, we have a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, that is positive 2, and c is equal to 9. Next example, example number 4 is 3m square is equal to 2m square minus 9. We will transfer both these terms to the left side, so we will get 3m square minus 2m square plus 9 is equal to 0. Now these two are the similar terms, so we will take subtraction. 3 minus 2, that is 1, positive 1, so we will write 1m square, no need to write 1, plus 9 as it is, which is equal to 0. Since we have to write this equation into the standard form, but linear term is not there, so we will write it as m square plus 0m. Linear term is absent, linear term is not present there, so we will write 0m there. And now comparing with am square plus bm plus c is equal to 0, we will get the values of a, b and c. Comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, you will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0. See, the linear term coefficient is 0 and the constant term is 9, so c is equal to 9. And the last example, that is example number, second last example, example number 5. It is not necessary to give the explanation of each and every examples, but still the first time we are learning this. While taking revision, we will take only important examples, but here we have to explain each and every example for practice. This is example number 5, and the example is p into the bracket 3 plus 6p, that is equal to minus 5. We will take multiplication first. P into 3 is 3p plus p into 6p, that is 6p square, that is equal to minus 5. Now transfer this term to the left side. Before transferring, we will write these terms in the descending order of indices, that is we will write square term first, that is positive 6p square, positive 3p linear term, and constant term will become plus 5, it is equal to 0. Comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, or simply you can write ap square plus bp plus c is equal to 0, since p is the variable in the given equation, but generally always we will write ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 as standard form. So here we have a is equal to 6, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to 5. And the last example, that is x square minus 9 is equal to 13. X square minus 9 is equal to 13. We will transfer this 13 to the left side, that will become x square minus 9 minus 13 is equal to 0, which is equals to x square minus 22 is equal to 0. And again the linear term is absent. So we will write this equation in the standard form as x square plus 0x minus 22 is equal to 0. And now comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to minus 22. And this is all about the third question. Now we will take the fourth question. The Question number 4, determine whether the values given against each quadratic equation are the roots of the quadratic equation or not. We have given a quadratic equation. We also given two values of the variable. In the first example, we have given two values of variable. In the second example also, we have given two values of variable. But we have to decide whether the given values are the roots of the quadratic equation or not. It is given as this is quadratic equation, but these values are the roots of the quadratic equation or not, that we have to decide. And yesterday we studied that if any value of the variable satisfies the given quadratic equation, then that value is said to be root or solution of the quadratic equation. So here we have x is equal to 1. See, that is very important thing. We have to decide, we have to determine the given value of the variable is the root of the quadratic equation or not, and means we have to check whether this value satisfies the given quadratic equation or not. As the RHS is already 0, we will just find whether the value of the LHS becomes 0 or not. Here RHS is already 0, just we have to check whether the value of LHS becomes 0 or not due to this value, first value. So here while writing the answer, we will write LHS only, that is x square plus 4x minus 5. You cannot solve both these sides equally, means already you are saying that these two sides are equal and then you are explaining or you are writing the answer. That is bad manners, that is not good thing. We have to check whether LHS and RHS is equal. So RHS is already 0, no need to simplify this. So we have to simplify only LHS, putting x is equal to 1. So here we will write putting x is equal to 1. So LHS is equal to, the value of x is 1, so 1 square plus 4 multiplied by 1 minus 5. 1 square is 1 plus 4 into 1 is 4 minus 5 as it is. 4 plus 1 is 5 and 5 minus 5 is 0. So already RHS is 0. RHS is 0 and LHS becomes 0. Now here you can write LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore we can write x is equal to 1 is the solution. Is the solution of given quadratic equation. Of given quadratic equation. Now we have one more value, that is x is equal to minus 1, and we have to decide whether this minus 1, x is equal to minus 1, is the root of the given quadratic equation or not. So once again we have to do same thing. Already RHS is 0, just we have to check due to this value of x, this value of variable, that is x is equal to minus 1, LHS becomes 0 or not, that we have to determine, and then we have to write, or we have to decide whether minus 1 is the root of the given quadratic equation or not. So simply here once again we will write LHS, that is x square plus 4x minus 5, and putting x is equal to minus 1, here we will write LHS, that is equal to x square plus 4x minus 5, putting x is equal to minus 1. Where there is x, there we have to put minus 1. So we have LHS is equal to square of minus 1 plus 4 multiplied by minus 1 minus 5. Now square of any negative number is always positive, so square of minus 1 is 1, this is plus into minus minus, 4 into 1 is 4, this is minus 5 as it is. Now this is 1 remains as it is, minus 4 minus 5, that will become minus 9, and 1 minus 9 is minus 8. Now LHS is minus 8 and RHS is 0, which are not equal, means this value x is equal to minus 1 not satisfies the given quadratic equation. Due to the value of x, LHS and RHS are not equal. So here you can write LHS is not equal to RHS, that is left hand side is not equal to right hand side, and you can write here therefore x is equal to minus 1 is not the solution, is not the solution of given quadratic equation. So it is very easy, but remember once again I will revise you that LHS and RHS should be solved separately. We have 0 in the RHS, but suppose different terms you have given into the RHS, then you have to solve LHS separately and RHS separately, and if both these values are equal, then only we can say that the given value of the variable is the root or solution of the quadratic equation. Now we have second example here. In the second example, the quadratic equation is given, that is 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. Once again right side is 0. Once again the right side is 0. Just we have to check whether this value, due to this value of variable, LHS becomes 0 or not. That we have to check. Now here we will write LHS only. LHS is equal to 2m square minus 5m. Putting m is equal to 2. Putting m is equal to 2. LHS is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 square minus 5 multiplied by 2. That is the value of m. And now we will take calculations. This 2 remains as it is. 2 square is 4 minus 5 2s are 10. This is 2 4s are 8 minus 10, which is equal to minus 2. Now we get the value of LHS as minus 2 and the RHS is already 0. Since LHS and RHS are not equal, means the value of the variable m is equal to 2 not satisfies the given equation. Given quadratic equation, it means that m is equal to 2 is not the root of the quadratic equation. So here you can write LHS, which is not equal to RHS. No need to simplify RHS, already RHS is 0, and if some different terms are given there in the right side, then we have to solve the RHS also, and after simplifying LHS and RHS, we have to decide whether they are equal or not. So here you can write variable is m. That is very important thing. Sometimes variable is given m and we are writing here x is equal to 2. So you will get less marks there. So think about that also. Write down carefully, that is variable is m. M is equal to 2 is not a root of the quadratic equation. Given quadratic equation, and this is the first value only we decide whether it is root of the given quadratic equation or not. In both the examples we have given 2 values, sometimes you will given maybe more than 2 values there. So we have to check each and every value whether that value is the root of the quadratic equation or not. So we will check whether m is equal to 5 upon 2 is the root of the given quadratic equation or not. So once again we have to write LHS as it is, that is LHS is equal to 2m square minus 5m, putting m is equal to 5 upon 2. Putting m is equal to 5 upon 2, as m, the value of m is fraction, we have to take care about the calculations. We will write LHS is equal to 2 multiplied by value of m is 5 upon 2 square of it minus 5 multiplied by value of m is 5 upon 2. So we will calculate this. This 2 remains as it is. Square of 5 upon 2 is 25 upon 4 is minus 5 5s are 25 upon 2 as it is. This is 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, and we have 25 upon 2 minus 25 upon 2, and everyone knows when the same number is subtracted from itself, the subtraction is always 0. So LHS is equal to 0. Now see the RHS. RHS is already 0. So here you can write LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore m is equal to 5 upon 2 is the root of given quadratic equation. Is the root of given quadratic equation. This is all about the fourth question. And now we have question number 5. The question is, find k if x is equal to 3 is root of equation kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Question number 5 is the second last question from the practice set. 2.1 from the first practice set, and the question is, find k if x is equal to 3 find k if x is equal to 3 is the root of quadratic equation the quadratic equation is kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now already you have given that x is equal to 3 is the root of the quadratic equation, means this value x is equal to 3 satisfies the given quadratic equations. So here no need to solve LHS and RHS separately. When we have to solve LHS and RHS separately, if and only if we have to decide the given value of the variable is the root of the quadratic equation or not. And here it is already given that x is equal to 3 is the root of the quadratic equation. So directly you can put this value into the equation and you will get the value of the unknown variable, that is k. So here we will write the given equation first, that is kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0, and here putting x is equal to 3. As we know that x is equal to 3 is one of the root of the given quadratic equation. Since directly we are putting this value into the equation and we have this k remains as it is, value of x is 3, that is 3 square minus 10 multiplied by 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. This 3 square is 9 and 9 multiplied by k is 9k minus 10, 3 is 30 plus 3 as it is equal to 0. This is 9k minus 30 plus 3, it is minus 27 is equal to 0, and 9k is equal to 27. So we have k is equal to 27 divided by 9, that is k is equal to 3. And here you can write the answer, value of k is 3. Value of k is 3. And the last example from this practice set, it is an activity number 6, last example from the practice set 2.1. It is an activity, one of the roots of the quadratic equation 5m square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0 is minus 7 upon 5. Complete the following activity to find the value of k as we find the value of k in the previous example, question number 5. Same example is there, but it is an activity. Previously also I told you that we cannot make any changes into the activity, just we have to fill the boxes which are empty and we have to place the proper values there into the empty boxes. If we did not put the proper values into the boxes, then you are not getting the full marks there. So you have to take care about the activity. Here see the first statement, we have given empty box is a root of quadratic equation 5m square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0, and see this minus 7 upon 5 is one of the root of the given quadratic equation. So in this box we have to write minus 7 upon 5. Then put m is equal to, now this is the root of the quadratic equation and that is minus 7 upon 5. So we have to put this value in place of m. So put m is equal to minus 7 upon 5 in the equation. See the equation is 5m square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0. Though the equation is not given there, we will directly put the values of the m into these boxes. The value of m is minus 7 upon 5. So this is 5 multiplied by minus 7 upon 5 bracket square or whole square plus 2 multiplied by, this is value of m, that is minus 7 upon 5 plus k is equal to 0. Now here we have to put the proper value by calculating all these things onto the rough page. You have to put the proper value there. After calculation whatever you are getting there, we have to put that value there. So we will simplify this here. 5 multiplied by square of minus 7 upon 5, and after calculating this we will get one number and we have to write that proper number into the box. So here 5 will be remains as it is, multiplied by square of negative number is always positive, square of 7 is 49 and square of 5 is 25. Since 5 5s are 25, so we have 49 upon 5. The simplification of this term is 49 upon 5. So we have to put here 49 upon 5 into the box. Plus again we have to simplify this. See, this is plus sign remains as it is. This plus sign, it is there into the quadratic equation also. And now we have 2 multiplied by minus 7 upon 5. So product of these two numbers, it may be positive or it may be negative, we have to put into the box. If simply you are writing there 2 7s are 14 upon 5, then it is totally wrong. So simplify this one, 2 multiplied by 7 upon 5 is 2 multiplied by minus 7 is minus 14 upon 5. So in this box we have to put minus 14 upon 5 plus k is equal to 0. And now we have to take the addition or subtraction according to our rule. One term is positive, another term is negative. So we will take the subtraction of these two terms on the rough page, and you will put proper number here only. After subtraction, whatever the number you are getting, you have to put it into the box. So 49 upon 5 minus 14 upon 5. Since the denominators of both the fractions are same, we will put 5 into the denominator and directly subtraction of 49 minus 14 to the numerator, and that will be 35. So we will write here 35 upon 5 means, again you can simplify this, 35 upon 5 means 7. So we will put 7 there. If you put 35 upon 7, I think it may be wrong. You have to put proper number there, and it is 7. Now transfer this 7 to the right side and it will become k is equal to minus 7. So this is all about this activity, and here we complete the practice set 2.1, which is depend upon the three concepts, that is definition of the quadratic equation, standard form of the quadratic equation, and the last but not least, the third concept, it is root or solution of the quadratic equation.